Today, from London, England, it's the NFL series on EA Sports. Black Knights versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Black Knights. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got Smith here. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Sets up to throw it. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Smith. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave it with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games. But you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 9.
Murray, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down now, it's Smith. Smith with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. They'll try and run for it with Smith. Gets around him, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it here with Smith. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A handoff to Smith. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the draw, this is Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Dancing to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Murray's throw on target to Godwin here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take it out of the wickets. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Frost. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Frost, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Oh, that's Smith. A nice catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. Fighting his way through contact. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line. Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jordan Brooks
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him so far. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Frost trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Caught on the slant. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammate.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
On 1st down, Frost.
Tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 3rd down, Frost. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was